Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome back to the In the Clouds podcast. Let's get into the episode. Sometimes I feel quite lost, to be honest, and unsure of where I want to go, where I'm willing to go, how I want to get there, how I'm going to get there, what it might take, how long it might take, how much it'll cost, who's gonna go with me, bruh, and blah, blah, blah. All the things, But when it boils down to it, I kind of realize that I have to take the first step and acknowledge that getting up and getting out of bed and taking that step is what's gonna be the start to getting exactly what I want. Wasting away or just like blindly living life for everyone else or for anyone else will never get me to where I need to be and will never get you to where you need to be. So let's start today. Every time I hear a lecture, whether it's Islamically or just like generally for motivation's sake, already 10 minutes in, I'm like, yep, I can take over the world. I can get whatever I want, exactly what I want by tonight. And although that's great motivation and, it's a boost in confidence, there's no point in me even hearing or listening to these lectures and these talks if I'm not actually going to practically use what they're telling me. What we first have to do is set the intention. There have been so many times where I've wanted to do so many things, take on so many opportunities, yet I've been deferring, question mark, is that the word? I've deferred because I either feel, and the key word is feel, it's not that I am, but I feel inadequate, unworthy, too young, too old, too anxious, especially, to grab whatever it is that I've wanted. For so long, I failed to understand that leading life with intention is what gets your foot out of the door. It's exactly what gets you, or at least drives you in the right direction. Intentions are so important because it's like, let's give you like a bad analogy. It's like getting in a car. The car is the intention and it takes you exactly where you need to go. That was so good, guys. Just thank you. I know. Basically, intentions are the driving force. Oh, pun. Nah. They're the driving force for what sets our dreams into motion. Even if it's something like super small, you wake up with the intention today that, I don't know, I'm going to make a nice lunch for myself. I'm going to dedicate the time to make a mean ass sandwich or a burger or just something for lunch that's nice. And you know what? If you actually did that today when you're hearing this, I'm so proud of you because that is huge. Little intentions like that, little increments of effort that we put into our lives, to put into our days and make time for, is exactly what's going to drive us in the right direction to achieve our goals. And I totally get the impending doom of feeling overwhelmed by the amount of goals you may have set for yourself. And then, you basically start to run away and procrastinate everything. But there comes a point where you kind of have to force yourself to actually look in the mirror and you're like, damn, like, what did we do? Like, what did we do and what are we doing to achieve these goals? Okay, let's go to trusted Wikipedia and look up the definition of an intention. What it says here, it is an aim or a plan. An aim of a plan, whatever, yeah. So this means that we have to be conscious of the decisions we are making or that we are going to make and kind of predict where these decisions are going to take us. And this is how we abide by our intentions and actually set them. And the important thing to really know is that intentions are made because you want to improve. You want to get better. So making mistakes is actually what truly stands behind an intention. Okay, I made this mistake. I shouldn't have stayed too late at this friend's house, so I'm going to set the intention that next time I'm going to try and leave a bit earlier so that I can have time to come back, do what I need to do, and properly take care of myself. So you either do what you know will benefit you in the future, or you do something for the now that won't serve you at all in the future, or even for yourself now. Like there's times where I go out and I do things and I'm like, I feel good in the moment, but I know 5 minutes later I'm not gonna feel good. And then future me, who is like, wait, I'm so confused. I'm sitting in my car doing this, doing this podcast, and why are there so many cars parking? Oh, guys, I'm scared. They've come for me. What the hell's happening? Okay, I don't know if there's like some event happening right now, but why do these people not know how to drive or park? I'm like sandwiched now. I can't even get out. Anyways, let's continue. Intentions. So basically, when you set an aim or plan for yourself, you acknowledge where you are and you accept the process in which it'll take to get to where you need to be. So, in saying this, hold up, who is this now? Wait, guys, I'm sorry. I'm getting so distracted. Is that like a party with the neighbors? I'm so confused. I'm not even joking. I'm like sandwiched between like three different cars right now. And I live here. What? These people don't live here? Can I leave? Okay, anyways, continue. So, wait, this is so eventful. I'm actually gonna film in my car more often. This is really fun. Like, why is there so much going on? Okay, anyways, guys. Yeah, sorry. So, basically, in saying this, there are a few tools that I believe we need to learn and actually practically use during the process of making intentions and following through with those intentions. And these are contentment, self compassion, discipline, and being present. Now, let me explain each one. Okay, so for the first tool you need when making intentions and following through with intentions is contentment. And with this, it kind of actually goes hand in hand with self compassion. So let me just explain them together, bro. When it comes to contentment, you need to be content and you really need to sit with being okay with the fact that, okay, I am where I am and I'm actually not okay with it. I'm really upset and I don't want to be this person next week, next month, next year, you know? And once you sit with that thought, you need to then have self compassion and be like, but you know what? Maybe when I was growing up, I wasn't given the tools to actually be better and I wasn't taught these things. So I don't automatically know what to do in life. I wasn't set up to win. Anyways, so this is where discipline comes in because, yes, maybe I wasn't set up to win. And in life, we all start from zero, obviously, and then we work our way into being a person we choose to be. Because who you are right now is the choices you've made, okay? And if you don't like, I don't know, your environment, what has happened around you, and you don't agree with certain things that people have done that have influenced the way you are now, you have still made choices. Why is my sister lying on the ground? Oh my god. You have still made choices that have led to you being who you are right now. And so discipline is the next step because you need to now set intentions and follow through with these intentions, set goals and set aims and really focus on key weaknesses you feel you have and play off of that and be like, all right, I don't like that I stay at my friend's house too late. So this isn't real, guys. Any friend that I'm listening to that I stay over till like 11 o'clock, love you guys. This is not about you. This is just an example. Is that my dad? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so let's say, okay, I don't like how I stay over at my friend's house too late. With this in mind, I now need to start setting the intentions and actually putting in self-discipline. Although I love staying at my friend's house for God knows till like stupid o'clock, okay? With this in mind, I'll now start to say, hey, okay, how about we have dinner at maybe 7:30 or after Maghrib, after the second last prayer of the day, so that we can have some time to, play, chill out, whatever, Roblox, whatever, do whatever we want to do. And then I'll leave at 9:30. So we still got what we need to do done, and then we also get to chill out for a bit, and it's great. That's kind of self-discipline. Or let's say I am not happy with like the progress I've made in the gym, and I'm only going 2 days a week. Um so now I'm going to start disciplining myself and say, okay, we're going to start going 3 days. And then once 3 days is easy, okay, we're going to start going 4 days. And you know what? This can be directly linked to prayer. And this is exactly how. Wow, I sat in my car to get away from the noise inside, and my siblings are outside rolling around on the roller skates. So, Anyways, this can be linked directly to prayer because there, at least for me personally, and just so many times, I'll hear stories about, oh yeah, I started with Fajr or I started with Asr, like the most random prayers in the day, and I kind of shifted my, what's it called? Like when people have like not OCD but they're like perfectionists, they shifted that mindset because Shaitan will tell you, oh, you didn't pray Fajr, so why the hell are you starting the day with Asr? But still, that step is still the right step in the right direction because that's going to lead you to ending up with all five by the end of the year or even by the end of the month. And this is exactly what I did personally, and it truly helped. I started with, I'm not sure what I started with. I actually started with making Maghrib a more serious prayer for me because, you know, the prayers weren't that the prayers just weren't praying, okay? Alhamdulillah, now I pray fully and I'm really happy about that. But that was through discipline. Maghrib is a whack place to start. Asr is a whack place to start because, technically, Fajr is the first prayer. But it is still the right direction I was taking. I still set that discipline. I was like, you know what, Maghrib, I truly don't have that much I'm doing. I have the time to sit down, read Quran, do this, do that. Um, and so that's what I started with. And now look at me, Alhamdulillah. I am able to pray all five prayers and I'm even doing Nafil and Sunnah. You know, Jannah starter pack, okay, please, because this life is a joke. So yeah, that's basically. Oh, and the last point. So there's contentment, self compassion, which I mentioned, discipline that I mentioned, and then being present. Now, these previous steps are not gonna actually happen if you don't start being present. Being present means that it's not just, oh, no phones at the dinner table, y'all. No, it's not just that. It means when I'm doing actions that I actually don't like myself doing or I know have a bad effect on me later, I actually clock it and I'm like, damn, I love that saying. I'm sorry. I just love saying clock it. Oh my god. Anyways, but I actually clock it. Like, I realize, okay, this is not gonna impact me in any positive way in 10 minutes time, in like the next hour. So I gotta get off of my stuff and I need to do something and start implementing discipline and all of these steps in order to actually recognize my intentions and value them. And honestly, setting intentions is just you valuing yourself and actually taking care of yourself. It's such a beautiful thing when you really look at it because it's like, well, no one can see my intentions. That is personal. That is for me. So when you're genuinely taking care of yourself, and I talked about this with a friend, this can be, I don't know, cleaning your room. No one's going to see your room typically. It's just for you. It's your room. But our room really impacts our mental state and our mental state impacts our room. It's interchangeable, it's instantaneous. If your mind is a mess and your mental well-being is like flopping, then your room is ultimately going to reflect that. So little things like this and being present and actually um like recognizing where you are, what you're doing in every moment, and really being present in every moment is going to be what you need when setting up intentions and following through with intentions. Now, from an Islamic perspective, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, so please don't shoot. um oh guys, I'm so funny. Anyways, sorry. From an Islamic perspective, intentions are called niyyah in Arabic, and this is the most fundamental part of our lives as Muslims because whenever you do anything, you have to have the sincere intention. First of all, the intention, but then it has to be paired with sincerity in order for it to be of a good cause, right? If I am praying and I'm praying because my dad's watching me and he's gonna give me like a donut afterwards, I'm like, no, ultimately, no. That prayer is not for Allah. There's no benefit to that. In fact, there's only negativities because on the day of judgment, Allah is gonna tell us, okay, go to the people who you were doing these good, beautiful deeds for and get your reward from them. There's not going to be any benefit that anyone else is going to come and bring to you. So honestly, doing things for other people from an Islamic perspective it's not going to benefit you. And even I love being a Muslim, guys, because not only does this teach us that people ultimately can't give you what you want, Because whatever a person gives you, who gave that person that thing? Allah. So it's like a hierarchy, and it will always be a hierarchy with Allah on top. And I love the concept of intentions in Islam because it's so beautiful to me. So, like, with a niyyah, you can make an intention to do literally mundane things. When I say mundane, I mean eating, driving, sleeping, walking. All of these things you can get endless rewards for. You can literally have like rewards oozing out of you. You can have angels literally writing down so many 70, 100, 1,000 amounts of good deeds for you with such simple acts, you know? Like an example, for a person, a man specifically, who takes like walks to the masjid to pray, because for men in Islam, you're supposed to go to the masjid and pray. With every step, every single step that you take, you are getting an immense amount of rewards. I'm not even sure how many rewards you get with each step. So imagine that. With all of these mundane actions that we do as Muslims, we get rewards for such simple activities. And with this, it's not just, okay, I woke up, hell yes, I got like 1,000 good deeds in my sleep. No. Intentions come with saying du'as. And du'as are so beautiful because they are like basically, I wouldn't call them affirmations, but I guess I would, but they affirm not yourself. Du'as, at least the way I would explain them, are their affirmations from, what's happening there? Oh my god, is that guy okay? Wait, is he okay? I'm scared. What? Oh, his dog pooed. Never mind. It's okay. He was just picking it up. So the way I would explain du'as is that they're affirmations. They affirm our belief in Allah and His oneness. Allah and the fact that He can do anything and He has the power to do anything. It affirms our faith, and it affirms, that omnipotence that Allah has. That is what a dua is, or at least how I would explain it. So when we make these du'as, like the dua to sleep, we get so many rewards in our sleep once we make that dua to sleep, because ultimately you have gone to sleep saying, affirming Allah and His oneness, and then boom, you get so many rewards during your sleep for that. Not even just the words that you've said, each letter of the Arabic alphabet that you've uttered in saying that dua, you get rewards for that too, but even during that sleep. And for example, let's say even eating, right? When you're eating, there's a dua that you say before you start eating, right? And maybe I'll insert them. With the dua for eating, you say that, and then every morsel that you put into your mouth and you gulp, you get rewards for that, right? And the same, whoa, guys, come on. Oh. And the same thing goes with tahajjud. I think that's such a really, really, really good example. So if you go to sleep, for example, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna pray tahajjud tomorrow, and then you oversleep, but yeah, you still get rewards for that intention that you set, because, well, honestly, I don't know why, but like there's a wisdom behind it, of course, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's like I get rewarded for an action that I wasn't even able to achieve. But Allah is so merciful in that sense that He will still hand that to me, And girl, on the Day of Judgment, every point counts. Every dojo point, okay? So I love that. And the same thing goes for even giving sadaqah. Oh my god, I went to this talk, and one of the lecturers actually gave such a beautiful example. Actually, I don't think it relates to this topic. You know what? I'm gonna say it anyways. So imagine a person has $10, and another person has $100, and another person has $1,000. Imagine the person that gives the one that has guys, come on, brain fart. The person that has $10 gives their $10 in charity, and then the person that has $100 gives their those dollars in charity, right? And then the $1,000, that person that has $1,000, they give that amount in charity. But at the end of the day, we don't know the intentions, and we don't know the capacity to which these people actually have altogether. So the person that gave $10 might get the same reward as the person that gave $1,000. Sorry, the person that gave $10 in sadaqah, in charity, could possibly get the same reward as the person that gave $1,000, because This person, including the $10 that he gave in charity, might have had $20 altogether. So he doesn't have much left. He gave exactly half of his wealth into charity. And that is a beautiful and huge thing in the sight of Allah. Alright? And then the one that gave $100 might also get the same amount of reward as the person that gave 1,000, because he might have had $200, or he might even have had $120. Girl, now he has $20 left. That's crazy. Good job. Because you are gonna get that reward. Your intention is to do something really great, and with that intention, Allah will increase the reward for you, because He knows that you did even more than what you were capable of doing, but you still went out of your way for the sake of Allah, and that's a beautiful thing. And then the person that gave $1,000 might have gotten the same reward as giving $10, because he might have had altogether $10,000, and he only gave maths, what is this? He might have, that's only like, I don't know, 15% of his wealth. He gave $1,000 when he had $10,000 altogether. So he could have given more. There was a possibility for him to give more, but he didn't. So he doesn't get that same reward. I don't know if that relates to this topic, but I just had to give that analogy because I loved it so much. But yeah, so basically that's what I have to say on intentions, guys. Anything else in the notes? Let's see. Nope, nothing else from my notes. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say on intentions. I love you guys. Even if you don't see me after another 2 months, don't worry, y'all. Come on, keep coming in. It's okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you make sincere intentions whenever you're doing anything for the sake of Allah. And just, start setting your goals. Start planning, start being... Bro, it's time to be a better person. It's time to be a good person. Like, what are we waiting for, You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to eat dinner tonight. You don't know if you're going to get the cake and eat it that's in the kitchen waiting for you right now. I'm talking about myself because there's cake waiting for me in the kitchen. I want to eat it, girl. That's all I'm saying. So let's start making intentions. Pure intentions, clean intentions, for the sake of doing good for yourself and for the sake of doing things for Allah, so that we can gain and reap all of the rewards that we can get in this life and the next. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining me in the clouds.